Greetings, niggas and bitches. So yeah, CJ dropped. Oh yeah. Now, before I was basically talking about this, right? There was a time where basically I was just thinking about how when it comes to instigators or when it comes to bitches picking fights they'll never participate in, and also when it comes to those guys that try to start problems and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, like the guy, like then they'll go ahead and make it seem like that the guy said this or said that, like your mama is this, or your, like he said that your mama is this, or your dad is this, that, what's three. Like, you know those fucking people though? Yeah. I'm going to basically drag them into it. I'm gonna drag them into it. Like when it comes to those type of people though, I'm getting them. Like if a fight actually, like a fight most likely will break out and they are getting involved in it. No. Like, I'm the guy that's going to basically, but people that try to stop problems, I'm bringing you into it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special emergency impromptu mini trial.
Basically a mini trial though. I mean, it's a little bitch though, so I guess so.
And yes, I'm saying this is an emergency.
So basically, like, it's going to be like a pistol. It's not going to be like a murderer where it's a number one. Or it's going to be like a Kid Buu, or it's going to be like a Manjiro Sano, or it's going to be like a fucking Baki, or Yujiro, or or Sanjin Wu, or, you know what I'm saying, Osukuna. Yeah. For this, Otoji Fushiguro, or who the fuck, Charon, like basically the motherfucker that was like standing at about like above 6'7" or like 6'8", and had like the blindfold covering his eyes and shit, and he was blonde and shit. As in the motherfucker that basically made the ground explode as he walks. So it ain't good. Like, those guys are like the full numbers though. It's because this is a little bitch with the scrap of meat with just a set of holes. Yeah, so like bitches though, like basically, like if there was basically supposed to be 10 people, right? 5 guys and 5 bitches according to society. The guys will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the bitches, it's going to basically be 0.3, 0.6, 0.9, 0.12, and, you know, it's going to be 1.2 and then 1.5. I forgot.
Emergency, because I'm going to be real. This video
misspoken.
Was not planned at all, let alone be the first video of the year. But after the things that I have witnessed in this anime called May I Ask for One Final Thing, I had to lock in and make this video because I refuse to let this demon fly under the radar. Niggas must know her name. And who am I talking about exactly?
This bitch, I've never heard of this bitch before. I'm
talking about the Queen of Belt Top.
Bitch wouldn't kick the nigga with the heel?
Scarlet El Vandimion. Because good God, the way she be doing some people in this show, Lord have mercy. So you know what? I'm not even gonna waste no more time. I'm gonna let this evidence do the talking. So without further ado, let's get this mini trial started, shall we? Exhibit A, laying out multiple niggas in a ballroom.
I want to basically get the sound effects this nigga be using, bruh.
Now, what you're about to witness is literally like the first scene in the show. Like, this might be one of the most valid and satisfying crash outs of all time. Now, let me set the stage real quick. This is Mrs. Scarlet El This is Mrs. Scarlet El Vandimion. And this pompous dickwad right here is Prince Vandimion. And this pompous dickwad right here is Prince Kyle, the heir to the throne of their kingdom, and also her fiance that literally just broke up with her 5 seconds ago in the middle of this party and left her for this random snaggle-toothed harlot. Now, this was an arranged marriage that she was forced into when she was like 9, and Prince Kyle always always treated her like garbage. Bro was a spoiled rich baby ass kid with no house training and thought that his wife should be a slave and serve him 24/7.
I agree. I mean, what the fuck are these? What the fuck are these slaves for then? What the fuck is the holes for then? What the fuck is the point of the bitch having a mouth, having some tits, having some ass, if there is any tits though, and 3 holes, the pussy and the fucking the asshole? What the fuck? What the fuck are them shits for though? Like imagine the bitch having these things and yet they're not being used. It's practically fucking useless.
Harlot. Now this.
Okay, they got pink. Okay, there's pink.
Always treated her like garbage. Bro was a spoiled rich baby ass kid with no house training and thought that his wife should be a slave and serve him 24/7. Like this dude was a bottom of the barrel human being. And over time, Scarlet just grew to hate every single atom in this man's body. Now, Scarlet always had a little bit of a temper when she was growing up. And one of her favorite hobbies as a kid was, I kid you not, beating the shit out of niggas. She loved to fight. She loved putting belt to ass to disrespectful, ignorant, rich motherfuckers.
And here's my thing, right? This was basically me back then, because back then when I was at school though, I was kind of like I was the school minister, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just chilled out though, you know what I'm saying? I chilled out, but before that, I was the school minister. But it wasn't like I was just going ahead and just fucking around doing some shit for no reason. Like there was always a reason. Like when it comes to me, I was getting to fight with niggas and bitches too, for a reason. Like they did something though. That's the thing. So yeah.
I did all this simply for the love of the game. So when old boy just straight up tried to embarrass her in front of a crowd full of rich nobles, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because this idiot was a dead man walking. So our Prince Kyle was just dogging on her and saying shit like, "And look everyone, feast your eyes on this primitive mongrel gorilla bitch. This woman is..."
A gorilla, gorillas are black people though. Monkeys are white people though. So is this one? Yeah, so this one's a chimp though, basically.
A vile harlot who harassed me every day and treated my bodacious side piece like a filthy commoner. Everyone, laugh at this woman. So while the whole room was laughing at her, Scarlet was like, fine, I don't care. But then she decided to ask Prince Kyle for one final thing before she left. She walked up to him, looked him dead in the face and said, "For my last request, I must ask, may I kindly knock the teeth out of this craven two-faced bitch?" What? So while the whole room was in shock, Scarlet didn't waste a single second. She charged up a left hook from hell and clocked Shorty right in the jaw. Damn! Like dog. Look at this impact in slow-mo real quick. She caved in the left side of her face and also broke her nose.
It just looks bloody the fuck up. It doesn't look broken.
In one punch. And look at her on the ground, man. The bitch got rocked so hard her body started twitching like a dead roach. So after Scarlet hit the side piece with 5 milligrams of melatonin to make her go night-night, she just...
What?
Hit the side piece with 5 milligrams.
Them shit... Nah, if I remember correctly... Or is it possible that... Okay, here's the thing. I've had shits like this before. Or maybe like it was a while back though, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was something else. But these shits taste good though. I'm not gonna front. Like no cap, bruh. There's some prescriptions that actually taste good though. You know what I'm saying? There really is. Like there was a time where sometimes it's like I would just go ahead and sip medicine just because of the taste of it, even though I wasn't sick. And I remember there was also like these things called strepsils. Them shits taste good, bruh. So, Yeah, there's prescriptions and medicines that actually some of them they really do taste good. I wasn't like overdoing them, but I think the strepsils is what I did the most. I think I probably had 3 in a day. But yeah, some medicines I just took just because of the taste of it. They were so nice. I'm not sure if this was one of them. Or maybe like I've had something similar. I've had shits like these, but it might not be these ones.
Melatonin to make her go night-night. She just decided, you know what? Every last one of you ignorant motherfuckers in this room will be receiving belt to ass, sponsored to you by yours truly. So she walks up to this one guy, and he was...
I thought that this nigga was gonna basically say, you're about to basically get this belt to ass and sponsored along with the Beats by Dre. Like some shit like that.
Panicking like, oh Lord, somebody stop her! I'll marry my daughter off to anyone brave enough to challenge this order! Let brother go. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, again, when it comes to CJ, right, I don't like how he basically puts like just like the first bit of snippets and show what the fuck's going on, though. You know what I'm saying? Just to like see what we got going on. But then again, at the same time, I do understand the YouTube algorithm, though. Like basically, like you have to basically create a hook and like when it becomes like basically in the coming of the first 5 seconds of the video or 10 seconds of the video, to those that don't know who this nigga is, if they was to basically click on it though by mistake or by or like whatever, they know what the fuck to they have an idea of what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Bro had to go. The nigga really just offered up his own daughter as a reward to stop her. Like, bro, what? But I'ma be real. This wasn't even the worst thing that was said.
Here's the thing, right? I will go ahead and basically say that some bitches that are just born to be used by other niggas, though. But I will go ahead and say they shouldn't just be used by any other nigga, but just by guys like you and I, because there are some guys that also need to be used as well. So I will say that basically, I would basically say that the hierarchy levels is that the pathetic guys are at the bottom, and the bitches are in the are at the middle. And then the top guys like you and I are at the top, where it's like we basically control everything down below, and we use the bitches though to fuck over the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you come to find out that basically there was a point back then where the bitches was more bitching, bruh. But now it's actually the guys that I'm. But here's the thing: it was actually the guys more. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a point back then where it's like the guys knew that bitches were not meant to be seen as human, and then some idiot went and fucked it all up and shit though. So, and then a lot of other guys even went and followed through with that, and then turned what we've created into something we get fucked over by. So, and I refuse to be part of that though. And what's worse about it is not only did I try to help them from it though, and it's like, you know what, it's like the way that they responded made me not want to help them anymore. Is that now that when I basically go ahead and do my own thing, they try to drag me into it, or when I do my own thing, they don't leave me alone. So that's my issue with them. It's like if I was to basically go and act how I really like to in public, they're going to get involved. That's the thing. Like there was this one video where basically a guy was like, where a bitch was basically spilling water on top of his head though. Nobody acted though. But then when the guy was trying to had like a whole bucket of water with ice in it though, about to basically drench this bitch, then people started to step in after. And then there was also fights that happened where like a bitch was basically swinging on the guy, but as soon as he retaliates, people step in though. No. I fucking hate those people. I fucking hate those people. And I've confronted even one of those people. Now it's fuck you forever. For life. So yeah.
Cause bro right here said, anyone protect me. I'll give you anything, even my wife. Please, John.
Yeah.
Damn!
This nigga really just offered up his wife and said that he will proudly sit in the cup chair to save his own ass.
Wait. When did he? Okay.
Oh, nah! So after bro got sent to the cuck chair, Scarlet just starts to bum rush everybody and lay out every single person in the room. Nobody was safe. Every single motherfucker in that room got dropped on their ass.
It's 5 minutes though. Why do you need to censor it?
And sent to Dreamland. So after she left everybody in the room on 1 HP, the last man standing, well really not because he was scared sitting on his ass the whole time, was none other than Prince Kyle. And she straight up told him, "Get up, my precious Pookie Bear. Let's enjoy this final dance together, shall we?" As she comes in with a right hook of doom. Dance together, shall we? As she comes in with
What the fuck is this? What is this?
the right hook of doom. And just look at this dude's face. Bro had to have shat his pants, and he had to be thinking in his last seconds.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
Bitch even cracks the wall.
She sent that man to the shadow realm. Bro's soul had to have left his body for at least a little bit, because the way that he flew into that wall, that nigga should be dead. And just like that, Scarlet walked him down Vandimion, just casually annihilated every single person in that room because they all simply pissed her off.
I can feel that. I can feel that.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to Exhibit B. Squad wiping a pack of muggers. So one day while Scarlet was on the hunt to find a man named Junk, she ended up getting surrounded by 5 muggers who tried to jump her and rob her. But this ended up being the biggest mistake these 5 background characters would ever make in their lives, because they were about to be the recipients of another case of belt to axe. Now, we can clearly see from these muggers' faces the belt to axe. Now, we can clearly see from these muggers'
Is that the CTE taking over or some shit?
faces that they thought this was gonna be the easiest lick of their lives. And I mean, you can't blame them. They probably thought, oh shucks, look what we have here, boys. Looks like a Disney princess reject whose film went straight to DVD. Don't walk down the wrong parts. Oh yeah, Billy Joe, you got that right. We about to rob this bitch. Y'all see that? That's Disney money, nigga. But these niggas should have known something was wrong with Shorty the moment they looked at her face. She is smiling right now because she has an excuse to whoop these niggas. Like, bro, look at her maid to the left.
Yep.
He is scared shitless. And it's not even because of the muggers. He's scared of what she's about to do to them. And what really sealed their fates is when they started bragging about beating up a kid that sold a rock to her, then robbing him right after it. So at this point, these niggas were dead men walking. So she immediately rushes the bald nigga and hits him so hard
That the nigga was oh.
the nigga's body spun out midair. Lord have mercy. Let's run that back real quick. First off, look at his face before the impact. Dude couldn't even
What the fuck is that sound? I mean, that background music.
react at all. All he could have been thinking about was the same shit old boy was thinking about in the ballroom. Damn, she really about to rock my shit. Then look at the hit. The niggas
So much so that even the eyes disappeared, even though the white is still there.
spun a total of 6 times before it finally hit the ground. So after the bald nigga was done spinning, she instantly pulls up on Will Byers with this fuck ass bowl cut, then hits him with a kidney shot so hard the nigga's body contorted and floated midair. Then this crackhead with his absolutely atrocious bald fade, like that ass.
Nah, what the fuck is his face even though? Like, what aging process or how much drinks did he have to be to Or like, is it possibility that basically he's just a tranny or some shit, or he just went and took after some fucking mother genetics the way it's like you get older as you age.
Bro, real shit, kill your barber, nigga. Anyways, bro, he tried to swing on her, but she ends up launching him into the stratosphere. The nigga floated up there so long, she turned the man into a Cardi album cover. Then when he was finally starting to fall, she decides to finish the combo. She kicks.
Oh, I thought this bitch was about to kick this nigga's head, bruh.
This dude so hard, she blows his back out and splats his body on the tree. This is another case of somebody that should be dead. With the two-piece that she just hit this man with, there should be a 0.01 survivability rate on that combo. So after she just finished banishing the first three to the Shadow Realm, the other two were so shook they couldn't even move. And the nigga with the eye patch ended up realizing, wait a minute, blue eyes and sick.
So basically his vision stopped downloading at 50%.
Over here? Oh, hell no!
So like the umbilical cord wasn't working properly, alright?
Oh, you're the shorty who was rumored to beat up everybody in the ballroom that night! The lady of Baton's Scarlet! Yeah, not gonna lie, at this point, if literal criminals and thugs cower in fear just of your name being said alone, you got it, gang. I don't want no types of problems. So she walks up to Eye Patch nigga, who is just straight up stun locked, and she just knocks him out with no hesitation. Then she ends up walking up to the last guy, who tried to hold up a knife to her, but she just slapped it out of his hands. And he immediately dropped to his knees and started begging for his life. The dude was so scared, he ended up ratting out who Junk was and where he was. The dude that she was looking for the entire time. This dude was generally shaking. He was scared that she was going to kill him. So after he basically told her what she wanted, she told him, thank you kindly. And when bro thought he was off the hook, she
You thought so?
gives him a right hook to the jaw. Well, you know what they say, snitches get stitches.
Of course, and I live by that as well though. I live by that as well. You snitch or you rat, eventually we're fucking you up though. But in some cases, no snitching, but we'll let you walk. No cap, bro. Like when it comes to Chief Keef saying that right there, I didn't think much about it. Right, I didn't think much about like that lyrics flew over my head. But then again, at the same time, it's like he knew better. So like when it comes to the point of Chief Keef, like he was rapping about his lifestyle back then, but he knew that basically. But then basically back then by saying that he just revealed to us that he has the ability to not only get out of the hood. Well, even whether he got out of the hood or not, he definitely had the ability to get the hood out of him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our final exhibit for this little mini trial. And after seeing this, I just knew she was one of them ones. So, Exhibit C, sliming out a auction house. Now, next up on Scarlet's belt to ass crusade was a foul old man named Sir Godwin. Now, Godwin was an evil old bastard who ran an illegal slave auction and sold slaves to evil rich nobles. So basically, this man was at the top of her hit list because beating up people like this is, well, her favorite hobby. So the moment she walked in the auction house, she just started whooping everybody's ass in a 5-mile radius. And I ain't gonna lie, this right here is one of the most brutal ways I've ever seen somebody get slimed out. She shoved the bottom of her heel into this man's face. I don't know.
Nigga, you showed that shit. You showed that shit in the beginning. It would have been surprising if you did it in the first place.
What kind of injury that is, but I just know one thing for sure. He is going to need facial reconstruction surgery after that because holy God. So she ends up throwing this one guy into the door so she could make her entrance. And the moment Godwin saw her, the nigga knew him and everybody in that room were cooked. Now, the way she cooked everybody in this room is actually one of the most insane things I've ever.
Bruh, what the fuck are some of these?
Now
okay, this is okay. So here's the thing. There's a bunch. There's a bunch that's been made out of these.
The way she cooked everybody in this room is actually.
But what the fuck is this, bruh? What is this Michael Jackson Eazy-E ass nigga over here?
One of the most insane things I've ever seen. All you see is her hysterically laughing while holding some random unconscious grabbed this nigga by the leg and spinning in a circle so fast, she ended up turning herself into a human tornado. Look at this one dude. His head
Oh, I was about to say, where the fuck did his head go? But no, it's plugged in.
got stuck in the roof and bro became a human chandelier. And this other dude ended up getting thrown all the way out to the dining room and went straight through a table. So after she was done spinning, all you see behind her is a pile of bodies stacked on top of each other. And you know what's crazy?
This reminds you of the time where basically... where like if he basically played The Walking Dead season 1 with Lee and Kenny and them, there was a point where they were trying to look for like a boat or some shit, and then there was this bitch, I think Molly, this scrap of meat, there was a 0.3%, there was a 0.3 piece over there, and before it went and fought that bitch off with like a pickaxe or whatever the fuck, or like whatever that thing is where it's like you're able to pry the What the fuck are those? What the fuck are those lids that basically leads you to the sewers in New York City? I forgot what I forgot what them shits be called when basically I think the nigga turtles, I mean the Ninja Turtles went and shot them shits out of the Shell Razor. Like, I forgot what those shits were. Like, basically, that bitch had that thing to open that shit. And then, before the fight happened, there was a pile of bodies, though. Of dead walkers, though. You know what I'm saying? There was like a whole pile. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me show your ass. Right here. Look at that. This is what the fuck it reminded me of. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't even know herself if they were dead or alive. Now, I'm gonna be real. If I'm a betting man and I had to guess the dudes who died in all that chaos, bodies stacked on top of each other. And you know what's crazy? She didn't even know her died in all that chaos. I'm going with number 1, the first guy that she was spinning around because he was probably brain dead after all that spinning. Number 2,
yeah, I think that this nigga's dead.
Nigga who became a human chandelier. And number 3, the dude that got flung from the balcony
Debatably.
to a table. Like, I think I can confidently say that those 3 are 99.9% dead. But while everybody in the room was getting cooked, Godwin and his son ended up escaping and tried to leave with their hired getaway driver. But before they could even leave, Scarlet comes from the top rope and curb stomps Godwin's son's skull into the pavement. Yeah, not gonna lie, we want to add another body.
This reminds me of fucking that one time when basically Ishiki Otsutsuki went and basically came up from the sky and just like flew fast on and basically landed and stomped the fuck out of Naruto.
Body of a person that should be dead, then old boy right here gotta be number.
Yeah, I think this nigga's dead too.
Number 4, because there is no way anybody should survive that. And just look at her casually standing on his body. So after she curb stomped old boy into oblivion, the dude on the dragon comes down and he does, well, the unthinkable. He gets down on one knee and asks her to marry him. Hey, bro, this nigga saw how strong she was and immediately decided to risk it all. But I mean, hey, the worst she could say is no, right? Right?
Nope. Whoever the fuck came up with that saying is my enemy. Fuck that guy. We're beating his ass.
Well, at least he shot his shot, I guess. So after that happened. The dragon tried to take a bite out of her, but she grabs it by the tooth and slams it in the ground. And she straight up told the dragon to behave itself. Now, after she laid out the dragon, the dude basically gets up and this
What the fuck is that? Okay, this
She
guy.
laid out the dragon. The dude basically gets up and this persistent motherfucker tried to propose again. But Scarlet looked at him like no means no, then kicks him to the side again. So the dude gets up again and he reveals that he's a prince from another empire that was sent here to kill Godwin. But Scarlet was like, hell nah, that's my sack of meat to beat up on, not yours, buddy. So Scarlet ends up pulling off one of the dirtiest moves of all time. She goes in and grabs him by the head like she's about
Dog.
to kiss him. And look at this nigga. He looking like, oh my God, shoot and I hit. Great fuck, nigga. But bro couldn't have predicted what was about to happen next. She rams her knee into his face, and she didn't stop there. She kept on hitting him over and over and over again until she gave this man undiscoverable levels of CTE. So when bro was completely out of it, she grabs him by the shirt and tells him, get your bitch ass out of my sight, and shoves his body to God knows where. Yeah, y'all should already know the edit I'm about
Yep, he's dead.
to make on this clip. So let's run that back one more time. Such a classic. So after Scarlet sent his horny ass packing, she was all alone.
What the? Was that?
Such a classic. So after Scarlet sent his horny ass packing.
Oh, okay. This is part. Okay, this was part of it. I'm like thinking. I thought it was still moving or it froze or some shit though. And I don't even fucking rock no ice though, but I fuck with snows.
She was all alone with God. And you can see just by her face, she's ready to beat his old ass to a pulp. So she ends up using her overclock ability. That basically is just. And she starts giving this man a punch for every single sin he has committed. So when time ended up moving again, Godwin took every single punch that she landed at once, and his body just got flung into the wall. So after she sent bro into the wall, it looks like it was all over. Her friends came out saying, oh my gosh, Scarlet, you did a great job whooping his ass. But when they looked back at the wall, Godwin was gone. And he pulled back up with a whole blick. So he ends up trying to switch her down, but motherfucking Prince Charming jumped in front of it, taking a bullet forward. So Scarlet, seeing this, enraged the hell out of her. So she jumps at this nigga and Superman punches him. Then she picks up his limp body, snatches his chain, because that was the reason he even survived the Zorodo attack in the first place, because it was blessed by a goddess. Then she punches this man in the mouth, then picks up his body one last time while holding him by the neck and just death stares him like,
better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga.
Gone.
And
Yep, he's dead as well.
after this, everybody in the auction house got arrested if they weren't already dead. Godwin's body was found and this nigga was barely breathing. I don't even know how he lived, but you know,
Okay, he was supposed to die. What? He was supposed to die. How? Okay.
just add that as number 5. This nigga was barely breathing. I don't even know how he lived, but you know, we can just add that as number 5 as a person that should be dead. And last but not least, the horny ass prince was found all the way back in his country, stuck in a random tree. Oh, and I almost forgot one more last.
Look at how this nigga. Nah, look at how this nigga is stuck in the morning wood. That's crazy.
Way back in his country, stuck in a
That is so animated, funny as fuck.
random tree. Oh, and I almost forgot one more last thing. You remember that big ass dragon that she told to behave itself? Yeah, she tamed it and now that's her pet. The verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, that was probably the easiest pass I've ever done. Like, the way she was doing some of these niggas just had to be studied. From knocking everybody out.
I'm not gonna front though, like this actually just seemed like whatever to me though, you know what I'm saying? Because the way this nigga CJ was hyping it up though, or maybe it was just me, like basically like there's trials that this nigga CJ has done where they have done way better. So this was just like whatever, you know what I'm saying? I've seen enough ass whoopings that this one's just like meh. So no. It didn't live up to the hype, though. I'm gonna give you that.
In the ballroom, reverse jumping, making herself a whole tornado, then curb stomping niggas from the top rope. Like, this is a nasty resume. And just to make this even crazier, let me say this. The people that have already watched this show already know this, but I built a whole 3-exhibit case with 5 episodes. All of that you just saw was literally just the first arc. If this wasn't a mini trial, we would have probably went up to like exhibit G or F. We would have been here for a damn hour. Shit, who knows? If y'all rock with this video, I may make 3 more exhibits in the future. So yeah, Scarlet, welcome down Vandimion. She got it, bro, because this was just ridiculous. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to see more. Fuck it, let's see. But at the same time, I'm still sticking to what I'm saying, though. But then again, I can't be. But hey, I can't be wrong. So yeah, let's see.
Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and till next time.
Yeah, thanks for the video, CJ. Yeah, I'm out.